Preparing for Algebra, page 55. My name is Susan, and we're on to properties. So this whole section is about properties. I'm not going to read through the whole list of properties. We're going to go through them one at a time. I find some of the words hard to pronounce, so you'll have to forgive me if I stumble over a couple words that I'm much better at math than I am with reading, but that was my upbringing. Okay, so our first property is called the multiplicative identity property, and this property states that whenever you multiply a number by 1, you will always get the same number. Okay, pretty obvious stuff, right? Okay, and there is a property that is called the additive property, additive identity property, and this property says that whenever you add a 0 to a number, you will get the same number as a result. Okay, so one is multiplying and one is adding. Okay, that's page 55, and we'll go on to the next section. Page 56, so we're continuing with properties throughout this particular YouTube. The additive associative property states that when 3 or more numbers are added together, the order of the addition doesn't matter. Okay, the answer doesn't change. You have A plus B plus C. And it doesn't matter with orders of operation how we're going to put these 3 numbers together. You can group A and B together, you can group B and C together, you can group A and C together. For example, 2 plus 3 plus 4 will equal 9 no matter how you arrange the numbers. The multiplicative associative property states that when 3 or more numbers are multiplied together, the order of multiplication also doesn't matter. The product is the same. So A times B times C is A times C times B, or B times C times A, right? This is not a surprise. We'll go on to the next. On to page 57, more properties. The additive commutative property, ACP, states where A plus B will also equal B plus A. And you can see the example here in 3 plus 2. Now this does not work for subtraction. So the question below is, I want you to show these 2 examples using subtraction for the first one and division for the second one, where the second one is multiplicative commutative property, MCP, and this property states that where A times B, that will always equal B times A, but it doesn't work for division. So I want you to take the multiplication out of this and use division and prove to yourself why 3 divided by 2 does not equal 2 divided by 3. I want you to work those problems out. And then the top one with subtraction, 3 minus 2 equals 2 minus 3. Why does this not work? All right, we'll go on to the next page. Page 58, this is a bit of a review of the properties we've just covered. And what I would like you to do is answer the property problems here. On what property does this statement show? Which one of those? What property does this statement show? Then we get down to the commutative properties of both multiplication and addition to show an example of that. And you can go back in the book and review the examples that we've already set. And does the commutative property work for subtraction and division? Now, you just went through that practice, so that should be an easy answer for you. And does 5 times 7 equal 7 times 5? And what property is that? So good job. Keep moving on, and we'll go on to our next page. D9. Property review questions, more review here. So we've already gone through this one, 3 times 4 equals 4 times 3. So to memorize this, what property is that? And then it asks you to show an example of an associative property for both addition and multiplication. Okay, and just go ahead and answer these few questions, all of which have examples from the beginning of this section. And then we've also solved them up until now. So these are a review. All right, good luck. 60 is the distributive property, my favorite property. It's a fundamental property you'll use in algebra and geometry. The distributive property states that the sum of two numbers multiplied by a third number is the same as the sum of each of those numbers times the third number. So A times B plus C in parentheses is the same as A times B plus A times C. In our example, I have a times sign in, but you'll notice later on that times sign will no longer be there. It's just assumed that if there's a parentheses, in this case 4 plus 3, and 2 is up against it, it will assume to be multiplication and distributive property. So 2 times 4 plus 2 times 3 is 14, right? So there's another example below it. Walk through, read it out loud, and do the next 3 problems, and we'll see you on our last page of this short section, 61. 61, and we're continuing on with the distributive property. We do need a lot of practice here. So we're going to go ahead and solve these few problems. And the first one I set up for you, the parentheses 3 plus 5. As you can see in the example, you got 2 times something plus 2 times something. And you should be able to see using the distributive property, it'll be 2 times 3, distribute that, plus, using the plus sign, 2 times 5. And the answer will be, right, I'll let you figure that out. Okay, and in the bubbles here, again, reminder, is 2 times 4 plus 5 is the same as 2 with the times sign, in parentheses 4 plus 5. All right, the bottom problem, and there's a challenge problem here too. The bottom problem prior to the challenge, the answer is 75, but I want you to work it completely out until you get the right answer. Okay, we'll see you on the other side.